already? I guess I should have asked that first. Yes, okay.
Is Corey going to be?
Corey will not make it at all.
Okay.
He called me a little bit ago. All right. Call to order the Winfield Sewer Board meeting with the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Roll call, Mike.
Mr. Zach Beaver.
Present.
Mr. Mark Wachnick.
Here.
Mr. Corey Liss is not present. Mr. Nick Bellar.
Here.
Mr. Tony Clark.
Here.
Mr. Jeremy Lynn.
Here.
Mr. David Austin.
Present.
Mr. Michael Duffy.
Here.
And I am Michael Lambert. Good evening.
Thank you, Michael. First up, we have public comment. Anybody wishing to speak on an agenda item? You're gonna go up and say your name for the record, name and address for the record, please.
Kim Lenti, 11204 Putnam Drive in Stonegate Commons, whatever development. I just wanted to call to your attention on Wednesday, June 24th, that really large rainstorm that we had. The east end of the block, or south end of the block, completely flooded out. Water was coming from the school, the little preschool down in, and it affected 4 to 6 of the homes not being able to get in. I have video of water up to the garage door.
Not to cut you off, this is a sewer board stuff, so is this a sewer item or is it a stormwater? Because there is, following this is a stormwater meeting.
Okay.
And that, so if it's like a flooding kind of rainfall situation, that's usually stormwater.
Okay,
But that's why I want to know if.
well, I don't know which
Okay,
one's the right
all right.
one. So to me, the sewer wasn't plugged or anything, so I don't know if, so it would be the next meeting then?
Yeah, it would be for the
Okay.
stormwater, yeah.
All right.
Sorry to cut you
All
off.
right,
I
no,
want to make
that's
sure
fine.
before you see them do it twice.
I wasn't sure. I was gonna sit through all of them, so
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
fine. All right,
Okay,
thank you.
Thank you.
We do not have any combined sewers in town. Probably a good opportunity to talk
Oh,
about
yeah,
that.
right.
We don't have any combined sewers, so there's no really opportunity for stormwater to get into the sanitary sewer pipes.
Yeah. So I don't know if you heard what he said, but
Yeah, I understand.
okay, good, perfect, yeah. Because some municipalities do have them combined where they're doing two things at once, but we just don't do that, so. Yeah, yeah. That would be, you definitely want to be in front of us for that. Exactly. All right, on to individuals requesting placement not related to agenda items. Seeing none, we're going to move on to minutes to be approved.
I motion we approve the minutes from the sewer board meeting on June 23rd.
We have a motion by Mark, and I'll second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Staff reports. Jeremy?
Good evening. Report on the sewer treatment plant. The plant has been running really well. I've reported the same over the last several months. The wastewater flows have been pretty steady, so we have that 70% capacity still in the treatment plant. So I don't think we'll be talking about capacity issues for quite a while. Performance-wise, the treatment plant's doing really well is also. Everything that we had designed and constructed the past several years, you can see it in the quality of the wastewater and on the reports. Utility service has been doing some minor repairs to some lift stations and a couple pieces of equipment at the treatment plant. Nothing out of the ordinary, really just on regular maintenance. The third blower, which was kind of, that was one of the blowers that were, involved in the electrical issue, was finally up and running. So all 3 blowers are back to normal on that. So other than that, everything is good on the wastewater end.
Very good. Tony?
Yes, in front of you should have an item that I put together. It's for a public works improvement project. The project is needed to capture stormwater of the new street department building and the properties to the east and the south. Get a lot of flow off those farm fields that come into our area, which go toward our building. Water will be conveyed into ditches and swales, which will be excavated during construction. We are looking to pave around the building and the driveway going around, going to 112th Avenue to eliminate and keep it manageable from dirt, dust, and maintenance. The ditch on the south side of the building will be constructed first, approximately 460 feet long by 3 feet wide. Stormwater from the downspouts of the street department will be done as follows. We're gonna tie the downspouts into the ditches and stuff to get the water away from the building. South side of the building will be piped directly to the ditch at the downspout locations using an 8-inch SDR 26 heavy wall. The north side of the building will have the downspouts tied into a 10-inch SDR 26 pipe that runs from the west of the building to the east side of the building with an open grate structure that includes a 1-foot sump for collecting sediment before heading northeast to the existing culvert going to the Deer Creek ditch. Piping running northeast will be a 12-inch C900DR 18 to accommodate heavy loads in that area. There's an attached drawing back there if you guys like to look at it. For the paving, we are looking to pave from the garage doors approximately 30 feet from to the south and north sides of the building from the approaches, and 60 feet on the east side of the building to accommodate a parking lot. The pavement on the north and south sides will have a 2% slope away from the building to run off. The remainder of the paving will include pavement around the salt barn and the driveway going from 112th all the way back to our buildings to the south. Paving contractors are responsible for grading the site prior to asphalting, and that's in the attachment also. We had two proposals for the piping. We had 2 proposals for the paving. Proposal for the project piping and ditch work, and swale. We had LGS come in at $78,836, and that would be split equally between the boards at $26,280 apiece. H2O Plumbing came in at $75,000 for the same work. That'd be split between the boards and at $25,000 each. And then the proposals for paving, site services came in at $225,138. Price per board would be $75,046. And then American Paving came in at $105,800. Price per board is $35,268. So what I'd like to try to do is my recommendation is the following: to have H2O Plumbing do the piping and the ditch work in the amount of $75,000. American Paving for the paving work at $105,800. Total project cost would be $180,800. And that's about it for right now. If you have any questions, please let me know.
And the split between the 3 boards would be $60,266 and
Oh, I'm sorry.
67 cents. So that's the ask of the sewer board.
Yeah.
Why is there such a disparity in the prices of the paving?
I don't know.
I mean, is there anything you saw in the specs or anything they gave you that?
Nothing that really jumped out at me. I don't know if they just got so much work that they just threw a number out there to see if it'd stick. I don't know.
Some companies will throw out a large number. I call it the go-away pricing.
Go-away price, yeah.
Yeah, where you'll pay for it dearly if you select them.
Yeah.
We've been getting that on a lot of other smaller concrete jobs around town here recently.
So anyway, I just want to get your thoughts and see if we can move forward with this project. If you look on page 3, it shows you the paving area, what we're going to do for now. Eventually, I'd like to go further to the west, to get out down toward the Fine Screen, by the Fine Screen buildings and out that way. Eventually, if we can get paving out that way, and then for the dewatering system It'd be nice to have it paved in that area too, so the trucks don't have to get stuck on the ice. We get salt in there and have it nice, you know, for the winter and all that stuff, you know. But that's further down the line. That's not included in this project.
What's your timeline? When are you looking to hope to start this?
Well, the plumbers could probably get started within a couple of weeks. You know, and then I don't know exactly the time frame to, I mean, we have to get all the piping put in first and get all that done. And then they haven't really given me a timeline. American Asphalt hasn't given me a timeline yet. But I can get that from H2O Plumbing. That's, he works with them a lot. So they know that we want to try to get this done before winter,
Yep.
you know, so hopefully we can, if we get the board's approvals.
And you're presenting this to the stormwater and the council tonight?
Correct.
Okay. We probably don't need to take action until our next meeting. We need to digest all this, make sure the other boards are good with it. Right?
I would caution you against waiting for too long because you will run out of time to do this type
yeah.
of work before winter.
That's what I was worried about as far as timeline. What-
So the ask is 60,000 conditioned upon other boards approving of it? The motion potentially?
I don't know.
I'm just asking. I'm
Yeah, I
offering
don't
it
know.
up.
I mean, I think probably.
Was
just
there a
because-
specific issue you had with the project?
No, just
Okay,
making,
I'm just
just
curious.
understanding it all.
I know Tony just did a lot of work trying to get all this
Yeah.
together.
Well, yeah, I don't want to minimize that. I just want to be able to digest all of it and make sure that we're good with the other boards and everything.
Is there a way that, if the council agrees, could there be a way that the other two boards, they could oversee the other two boards, or no? I don't know, I'm just asking a
Yeah,
question.
I'm not sure the mechanics of that.
Yeah, the answer is yes. They can coordinate. The motions can be made so that you connect them and
Continue
condition
on
them on.
Yeah.
Approval from the other boards.
That's what I was
Or-
suggesting.
Right, I guess.
when you
So-
do that.
So, hey, Tony, on the grading then, the guy is doing the paving or doing the grading around the
Who's doing the grading?
settling pond?
Paving contractor,
Okay.
Okay.
they're gonna come out, they're gonna white line everything where we want it paved, and they're gonna do all the grading and get the slopes correct.
Then anything, I guess anything as far as slopes and things like that, or will any of the sewer plant, you know, if we had a pipe leak, this or that, it does not flow off site then, the way you're grading everything.
Correct.
That stays on site.
There's actually more work that's gonna be done along the fence line there, the north fence line, that's irrelevant of this. That's gonna be, you know, some more structures are gonna be put in, catch sediment and things of that nature that might flow in towards the ditch. That's in future.
Okay. Yeah, I guess I'm not, should be more familiar than I am, but just kinda like I say, making sure whatever we put in, it's, you know, basically taking it directly off site, that you don't take, you know, any kind of, if we had a leak or something with the, you know, with the treatment plant off site, then,
Yeah,
you know,
where we're located during this project, I mean, if the sewer plant had a leak, I mean, that'd be, it wouldn't involve this section that we're working in right now.
yeah, I didn't think so, I just wanted to ask.
But, you know, I'm trying to get like that ditch in place, it's like 460 feet long, you know, so that we can have flow, you know, going toward a recessed area, you know, in the air, in the plant, not, or past the plant, so that it diverts and goes out into Deer Creek.
Yeah,
So once that ditch gets done, then we'll turn around and we'll catch a lot of that water and divert it.
But really, we need a motion to accept Tony's recommendation, subject to approval by stormwater and town council, right?
That's a good motion.
all right, I will approve, the sewer board's portion of the proposal here, for the Public Works project. No date, but that's okay. for the amount of money not to exceed $60,266.67.
What that subject to?
Subject to approval by the other boards and, for their portion of the project support.
A motion by Mark to accept Tony's recommendation, and I'll second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, those in favor? Those opposed? So, it carries. We'll see what the other boards say. Thank you for your work on that, Tony. On to unfinished deferred business, we have none. On to new business, we have consideration of sewer master plan update from DLZ.
We touched on this a couple, maybe 2 or 3 meetings ago, about updating our sewer master plan. The last update was 2016. It's now 2026. We've implemented a significant portion of the existing plan. So, and we are seeing development kind of spread out across town, so it's time to update it. DLZ did our last plan. This is their proposal to update and provide us with a new plan. Mike, I don't know if you had anything else on that.
No, it's just, since we've implemented a lot of what was in the original plan, now it's time to probably fine tune it a little bit for what infrastructure we have put in and where we plan to expand to next. Now that Jeremy's got the plant all up and running and we're ready to keep taking more.
Yep.
Time to take it to the next step, and really it needs to be updated anyway, even with the growth that we've had over this last 10 years.
Yeah, and I think you guys did a good job on planning out the last, I mean, that's something you've been here of. That's something I talk to any chance we get, is how the sewer plant and everything, all the infrastructure is so good on that. And I think you guys did a good job on that. And obviously you got a lot of institutional knowledge that is gonna be valuable, not just in the sewer plant, but the development and all that kind of stuff, so.
Jeremy and I have been working together on different elements throughout this, and that this will be no different. I
Yeah.
fully expect that we'll be coordinating through the whole plan.
Good.
So I guess I'm looking here, I mean, we talked about even, obviously the big project's done, but there's still improvements we would consider for the plant. I didn't see that spelled out here. Will that be included in the plan?
Yeah, I would expect that as we go through that, Jeremy and I have already talked about a couple of things that he's been thinking about doing out at the plant, and I'll get those type of write-ups and information from him, and we'll make sure that we incorporate those type of upgrades as well. The overall plan, I think, that in general, also that Nick and I didn't touch on, is that you're also going to have to do an asset management plan by 2029 and answer the questions. And I've also incorporated that in here because a certain amount of that is going to get gathered as a part of this effort anyway. But then there's other elements that we'll be able to put in there. So Nick will be able to, or whichever board member is challenged with filling out the online application.
Probably me.
Can answer the questions appropriately, that we're making our steps towards meeting that compliance.
We're making steps towards what?
There's an asset management plan compliance element that the state passed with the resolution, I think it was 2 years ago, year and a half ago.
Okay.
And different municipalities have to hit that obligation by different years based on actually what letter your town starts with. Winfield being near the end, I think it's 2029.
And it's also population based, that we trigger the population criteria, so we will have to do it.
Okay. So as we talk through this process, Nick brought up, we should probably make sure that we get as much of that data assembled as well as we move forward.
More or less, just there's efficiency, since you're already gonna be digging into it.
Correct.
Collect the
Since
data
we're
we're
doing a
already
deep
gonna
dive.
need.
Right.
and- Okay.
For instance, we've been mapping the sewers for a while now, overall, updating all the atlases and whatnot, and putting it all into our GIS system, and all that type of work plays into this.
Very good.
DLZ's proposals, total cost $99,400.
All right, so that's, not to exceed number then,
Correct.
all right. I guess, you know, what I don't. No, that's, all right, yeah, kind of your item G there, looking at capital improvements and all that isn't, that could be across the board, not necessarily tied to the collection system or whatever.
Correct.
Okay. All right.
As with last time, I fully expect that there'll be capital improvements across all elements, whether it's maintenance, work at the plant, additional lift stations, there'll be probably numerous things that come out of this.
Right. Okay, yeah, so you look like you're gonna set up workshops and stuff like that, which I think we did last round, which
Yeah, and I thought that
think
was really helpful when we did that, so.
I would propose that we proceed with DLZ, updating our sewer master plan for the, I'm sure there's some proposal date here that I've covered up.
July 28th.
All right. Is that where it is? Okay.
Yeah, on the
For
front.
their 1228 proposal, and the amount not to exceed $99,400.
We have a motion by Mark, and I'll second. Any other discussion? Hearing none, those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mike. Treasurer's report, the other Mike.
Good evening, gentlemen. For this month, for your review, consideration, and approval, we have a total of 38 claims totaling $246,089.97.
Oh, yeah, I think I'm good. There was one I thought, but I mislooked at it. Okay. I thought there was an extra zero.
Okay. I propose we approve the claims dated July 28th, 2026 in the order of $246,089.97.
We have a motion by Mark, and I'll second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
No, you're good.
Sleep at the wheel.
Those opposed? Motion carries. On to billing adjustments. Mike?
For this month, we have 5 pages of adjustments equaling $1,257.20.
A motion we approve the adjustments dated July 28th, 2026 in the order of $1,257.20.
We have a motion by Mark, and I'll second. Any discussion? Hearing none, all those in favor?
Aye.
Those opposed? Motion carries. And our next meeting will be Tuesday, August 25th at 6 p.m.
Do we have the financial report, Mike?
Not this month. There's still some numbers that need to be crunched.
Okay, can you send that out then when it's complete?
When that is completed, yes. It's my intention to make that a monthly addition to your
That's why I
reading.
was hoping we were headed
Yeah.
that way, yes.
Yeah, that'd be helpful.
All right.